Well, the second hour has flown by, but the good news is the third hour beckons. I'll be back after the news with the third hour of the mother of all talk shows, so don't go away.
From the Sky News Centre, Talk Sport News.
From the Sky News Centre at midnight, the Chancellor insists he has got his budget sums right. Alistair Darling said we will start to see a recovery by the end of 2009. That's despite figures showing the economy has shrunk by much more than expected in the first quarter of this year. But he says his prediction will come true.
I believe that as a result of what we've been doing in Britain, what other countries have been doing in different parts of the world, putting money into their economy, low interest rates, trying to resolve and sort out the banking problems, it is and it will have an effect, and that's why I remain confident about my predictions.
A man and a woman have been charged with the murder of Geoffrey Howe, who was stabbed to death and dismembered. The 49-year-old's body parts were found dumped in several locations in Hertfordshire and Leicestershire. Stephen Marshall and Sarah Bush are due in court in Stevenage later. Detectives now believe missing chef Claudia Lawrence may have been murdered. The 35-year-old vanished more than a month ago after leaving work at the University of York. Officers say they found no evidence she's still alive, despite a huge search. Anti-nuclear campaigners will today begin a two-day protest and camp at Sizewell A and B power station in Suffolk. They're highlighting the fact the facility has been nominated as a site for 2 new nuclear reactors. They're also marking tomorrow's 23rd anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster. Crowds have gathered to welcome home almost 200 Marines from Afghanistan tonight. The Arbroath-based 4-5 Commando have been operating in the Northern Battle Group in Helmand Province since October. Marine Phil Briggs says it's been a tough tour of duty.
It's hard. We managed to keep in contact via the old Paradigm phone and that, so it's been good. But, glad to be home.
And Miss Dynamite is the latest to be kicked out of Hell's Kitchen. The singer is the first to be voted off the show by the general public. All the previous contestants who've left have been fired by chef Marco Pierre White. It's reported he will quit the show after the current series ends on Monday to focus more on his restaurants. That's the latest. I'm Dave McMullen.